Go, Chargers, go.
Whenever there's an Eminem song attached to a movie, I'm like, oh, boy. Oh, no.
Mic test.
Mic test. Mic check 1, 2. That boy, Bo. You guys can do it, too.
I was waiting for you to finish rapping.
I did, yeah.
That's all you had, huh?
No, but that's still
Are you
rhymed.
calling me out?
That still rhymed.
Yeah, it's still
and
rhymed.
you guys still can, too.
No, yeah, I mean, I just thought you were going to keep going.
Keep going. Throwing bricks like I'm free throwing.
Oh.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq.
Test the mic, see how it feel.
Ah.
Your tests are just going to be the ad-libs to my bars.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Bricks.
Is that the cold opening? And we just go, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Soup Podcast. I am Bo Olivar. I'm here with Anthony JQ Nash on Twitter, Instagram, and the Nerd Soup Monkey. Aaron, how you doing?
Good.
Okay, yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about today.
I'm doing great.
Movie. Oh,
Yeah, I skipped him, huh?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I think he knows that I'm doing great.
well, I'm concerned about Aaron. I know you're doing well.
Yeah.
For him, I have to ask.
Yeah.
Why?
Worried about your mental
I don't
health.
know, man. Yeah, sometimes you come in here and you're, I'm like Phil Jackson. You got to know your superstars. He's Kobe. He's locked in. He's fine. You're Shaq,
Mm-hmm.
You're the big galoop.
I don't think that was one of his nicknames.
Big sensitive.
Not sensitive.
Big Shamrock.
Not sensitive.
I'm not sensitive.
Even when I come in here and like
Big Aristotle.
not feeling too hot,
Big Aristotle. That's
once
the
the
best
mic
one.
turns on, I'm ready to go.
Shaq.
Yeah, you're ready to go for the first 30 minutes, and then when we get to fan questions.
That's why I got to check Twitter.
I haven't seen Breaking Bad in a very long time. I don't know the specifics.
I didn't snap like that. It's like, all right, you're going through question. I'm always trying to find the next question, or I'm checking Twitter.
No, you're not. You're not trying to find the next question.
I'm trying to,
You're
You
going
played a
through Twitter.
video during the podcast that time.
There's one time we were showing Stu a trailer so that he can get ready for the podcast, and he just starts blasting a video. Stu's
What
really-
video was it?
It was some random Twitter video. Like, hey, everybody. It's, what the hell are you doing? He's sitting right next to Stu, and he's just blasting it. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, but we've got
do your
so
thing
many
about the SoundCloud,
links,
Spotify,
SoundCloud,
iTunes.
NerdSoup, at you, for you.
Yeah,
The blog, the Nerd Soup blog. Haven't updated that in a long time.
yeah, that's a bad idea, huh?
You need any writing on that?
Yeah, you know someone?
Nice.
Ouch.
And Spotify, SoundCloud. We're all over the place. iTunes, Nerd Soup Podcast. New logo, new color scheme.
Love it.
Creamsicle. We had the white and orange with the white soup, but everybody said that it looked like nut.
Yeah, nut soup.
Nut soup.
Yeah.
Look like
Or nerd
baby
nut.
gravy.
I didn't know which one I liked it. What?
Which one?
Baby gravy? Man chowder?
Oh, please stop.
Let's keep baby gravy.
No. That's
You don't like that one?
no.
Thank God we were
some
able to
man
get
chowder.
that negative.
See the orange, the orange now in the spoon looks like
Tomato soup.
Could be broth. It could be
broth,
anything.
yeah, it could be tomato soup.
A number of things. So
Yeah, now it doesn't look like gook.
yeah, like a big spoonful of mayo.
All right, so what's
Man
our
mayo?
first topic today? Man
Sorry. Continue.
That logo's been wiped from the face of the earth, so nobody's ever going to see it.
Just say "come." At this point, everyone knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, so what's our first topic today? We have Game of Thrones Season 8, the first trailer. And we released our trailer reaction today.
Yeah, check it out.
Or
It's
yesterday,
gonna be
because
good.
today, yeah.
Thanks. Big shout out to HBO and the fine people at Warner Brothers for doing their best to delay it as much as they could. But we finally got it out.
It was actually brilliant marketing.
Well, no other channel has those problems. I think they fucking hate us or something.
Oh, I lied.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it didn't get copyrighted. I just fell asleep.
Oh, well, then you let everybody down. Your friends, your family, the people that
Nas.
follow us. You let Nas
I
down.
think Nas listens to Sue. It's like, yo, where's their trailer, man? I need to see their reaction tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nas.
Yeah, so we got that. We'll give some more thoughts because every time we release those, like right after on the way home, I'm like, fuck, I forgot to say something. Or someone will point out something in the comments that are usually like better than our commentary. So shout out to the comments. And we'll
Yeah,
get-
I already forgot what somebody pointed out. Like, oh, how did we miss that?
Yeah, that's pretty good. And we'll get Nash's reaction from someone who doesn't watch, has seen the last season of Game of Thrones because he just wanted
Last
to
two.
be involved. So whenever we went to go watch it, he would just join. So
The funniest story is when you guys watched Season 6.
Yeah.
It was the first episode of the season, and Ash goes, where's Ned?
Yeah.
Like, awkward.
And then we'll do a Shazam trailer. We got a Brightburn trailer. We got Idris Elba possibly replacing Will Smith as Deadshot. And Emma Watson possibly cast in the Black Widow movie.
Wow.
Oh, and Sonic.
She's
So-
going to be in Sonic, too?
No. The picture of Sonic.
Ah.
Everyone, I guess we don't have to. We can talk about that now. I was gonna put.
Yeah, what are we going to talk about? The Sonic
It looks
picture?
like fucking shit.
Yeah, it looks bad.
Yeah.
Doesn't look
So
good.
I was gonna say, like, you're in the hot seat right now.
Why am I on the hot seat?
You're Blue Cricket, and everything that's been coming out blue has been trashed online. You had the Will Smith genie. You have Sonic. It's not
It's
looking
not easy
good.
being blue.
No, it's not.
I make it look easy, but for other people, it's tough.
You should get a paint job.
You want me to change my color?
You got to rebrand.
Why?
Because blue's
Why? It
getting.
makes me look better by comparison. Look at all these other suckers.
Yeah, but
Blue
I don't
Cricket.
know.
Hey, he's the best blue.
That is true. So, all right.
But
maybe.
if you were to change colors, what are you thinking?
I'd want to be a dog.
Oh, you're
Oh,
changing
so
I
animals.
want to change species.
Okay.
Wow, not even gender, colored. You just
No,
want to be a
I
completely
should have been
different
the
person.
nerd soup dog. But I was born a cricket. That's what God made me, so I'm going to roll with it. It's been working so far, right? I'm fine. Yeah, what do you guys want to talk about first? Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Again, Game of Thrones Season 8 official trailer reaction number 2.
You love that.
Saying that?
The Game of Thrones, yeah.
I can't wait to say it for Game of Thrones Season 8 Episode 1.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Could you play that in the background the whole time while you're reviewing?
No.
Could I get on a review?
No. Any
Do you
other
like
dumb
me?
questions?
Do you
Do
just
you
want
like
to
me?
say things that are more unlikely? Do you like me? And there we go. We've hit rock bottom. Nash, I guess we'll start with you. What did you think about that trailer? We both loved it. Just as a trailer. Not
yeah.
even going into the specifics.
Yeah. I said for people that are like, obsessed with this show. There you go again. There you go. No,
Literally
we didn't-
10 minutes
Yeah.
in, and you played a video.
I was getting the comments from our video because I wanted to find the one and give credit. I'm trying to further along the conversation. Go on, Nash. And it was
you couldn't be prepared before.
a split second on very low volume. I don't even think the mic picked it up. Go.
Go ahead.
I thought it was very entertaining for people that are obsessed with the show. It looks like that you get real jazzed up from that. Those dragons are badass too, man.
They're looking good.
And
Rhaegal's looking better than Drogon against the snow.
Yeah.
Arya
I
looked
thought it
up.
was Nash. Don't.
Arya looked up and she was just like,
Make me look bad now.
"That is."
Arya, that beginning, right?
Yeah. And then Cersei. And first of all, we gotta say something to HBO. Everybody on this production, we drink wine better than her.
Did they forget about Tyrion? I think everybody in Game of Thrones has just forgotten about Tyrion.
I'm talking about us.
Yeah, okay. I
We
can
drink
see that.
wine better than them.
We drink. I don't know if we know much, but we definitely drink.
No, we just drink a lot.
We drink
That's-
here.
Yeah, we drink.
Wow.
I mean, every Yankee game we're killing jugs. So
Yeah, we're so fucking cool, bro.
I mean, we're badass,
Yeah,
bro.
we're the bad
No,
boys
hey,
of podcasting.
red wine is good for the circulation. So gets that.
I think
Gets that man chowder.
Yeah, helps me get the man gravy out. So,
Baby gravy.
but no, it looks very, very entertaining. I actually got pretty pumped up to watch this show that I don't even know about. So
I keep watching that trailer, man. I can't stop watching that trailer. I
It's
think
so
I watched
good.
it about 10 times today.
There
It's
was
just so good.
there was a photo of Arya running, and they put up the brightness. Did you see that? Someone tagged us on Twitter.
No, I didn't see
They
that.
put up the brightness, and you could see like two people behind her. They looked like I couldn't really tell. It's very blurred out.
Littlefinger and Varys.
Yeah, they teamed back up.
Varys got zombified and
Yeah.
brought back to life.
So I don't know. Maybe that was just like a stand-in, and they
Somebody did suggest maybe she's running from characters that died and got resurrected.
yeah. There's
be
a lot of
interesting.
things to go there. But someone said when we said Varys could be useful as a meat shield out there, and someone commented having meat shields is the worst idea when the enemy can raise the dead.
Right,
That's a
but-
fucking great point by that.
Yeah, but you know how easy it'd be to kill Varys after he's dead? He's not very mobile. He's very ponderous.
Oh,
That's a quick spear to the gut.
that's a great take.
ponderous.
Yeah, you like that?
I like that word a lot. God.
My own little world.
So that's that. Yeah, I mean,
What was the other point? Somebody made a better point than that. Because that point was against my point, right? That
Yeah.
wasn't a great point. What's the other point? Somebody pointed out something
I don't
at some point in the trailer.
Did you like it?
I think I did. I think I put a heart.
No, that's nice.
I always put hearts on the comments. Our comment section is always very pleasant.
Someone said Arya's not running scared. She's setting a trap like she did for the waif.
Yes, I like that. That's the
Yeah.
one I liked. But I think somebody made a comment about Valerian steel. I'm not sure.
What, Gendry repurposing it?
Well, yeah. Well, that we knew.
I don't know. No, I don't see it over here, but I'm sure it was a great point.
I'm sure you guys probably touched on this on the last podcast, but from the trailer dropping, any predictions on who dies?
Wait for the video to come out.
Okay, Bo, I guess I'll just ask you.
Yeah, I've got some predictions.
All right, so I'll you know what? Maybe this. We'll just
Let's switch this. Do you think that Jamie's gonna kill the Night King? You just name every video we have coming out. No, it's from this trailer. It's because this battle is episode 3, and we were saying this too on the trailer reaction. You have to assume that half of the main characters that are participating in this battle could die. Mm-hmm. Because it's the longest battle ever committed to film, and it's unlike Lord of the Rings Helm's Deep, where you know the main guys are going to survive. Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. That's the little guy. He's my favorite. That only counts as one. Because they're like superhuman. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of superhuman people fighting, except maybe Arya. Yeah. Arya is the only one who has these magical abilities. And you know what's interesting, what we didn't bring up? What's Bran doing during the Battle of Winterfell? Is this where he gets inside that dragon?
He has to be doing something.
Yeah.
Just jumping.
He's not sitting this out.
No.
Yeah, they might situate him on the werewoods, almost like Professor X when he gets inside the big machine. I forget the name of it.
Yeah. If anything, I could see him, because it's interesting to note too, and we forgot to mention this, when, that horse, you don't see who's riding the horse. It's hard I don't think that's the Night King. Why wouldn't he be on
No, it's not the Night King.
Yeah.
It's probably a normal White Walker.
Yeah, but what do you think he is? Don't you think he would be out in front with the fucking dragon? Maybe he's not in that. Maybe he went south.
No, he does the Daenerys season 7 episode 4. You let the Dothraki go first, and we can hold him off. Then the Night King comes.
Yeah.
He's got a dramatic entrance. Come on.
It'd be cool too if Bran's just he's having a mental battle with the Night King to take over Viserion or something.
And if they
like
do that visually, where they're on a plane, a mental plane, where they're standing and battling each other like that, I think that would be really cool.
What did it cost?
Everything. My legs.
Oh.
My legs.
My leg. My leg.
That was perfect.
Shout out Fred.
All right. It's a good ending.
Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang.
What was your favorite moment of the trailer? The dragons?
Dragons, without a doubt.
They're looking great.
Yeah.
And people talked about that too, that Jon and Daenerys might be going for a ride together. Somebody commented, was like, I just rode your mom last night. Now you're getting it, boy. It's like, ooh, that's weird. Yeah, Jon on Rhaegal. I still think he's going to ride Drogon as well. I think maybe something happens with Daenerys where she's incapable of fighting. And then Jon's like, all right, I got to take this boy too.
I want Jon or Daenerys. Oh, I think Jon is more suitable for this maneuvering. What is it? In Avengers, when Black Widow jumps onto the other one of those flying things and kind of takes it over. I want Jon to jump off a fucking Rhaegal onto Viserion, going fucking
tries to kill him, just starts
kill the Night
stabbing
King,
him with
or something like that. That'd be fucking crazy.
This battle is going to be it might be the greatest episode of television ever. The best action-oriented sequence, maybe, in the history of film.
It's going to be massive,
the fact that they're going up against Helm's Deep is insane. And it's funny, the look of the trailer, too, it reminds me of, when an animated cartoon gets a movie and the animation looks better? That's what it kind of reminds me of, where it still feels like the previous seasons, but it does look significantly better and more cinematic. Even the Winterfell set, it looks almost like book Winterfell. But even in season 1, it all looked great. But now they're just, $100 million, 6 episodes. That's a movie budget. It's really one of the best trailers I've ever seen.
It's going to break records, right?
This episode, the finale is going to be the highest viewed, because it just always is. But this episode is definitely going to be the most viewed episode of the show up until that point, without a doubt.
I'm talking about shows ever in TV history. I really think it's got the potential to do that. I know it's hard because some people don't have HBO, but
I think it's the overall numbers too. It's not just the night of, it's also the people that steal it from the internet and people that watch it after the fact. I think it is the most watched show ever, right?
The most pirated.
Yeah, most pirated. Which HBO is like, that's kind of a good thing. Obviously you don't want people stealing your stuff, but it just puts the word out there.
It pretty much wraps it up. We said a lot during our breakdown, so again, if you check it out.
Good for the title of this podcast,
yeah.
though. Game of Thrones Season 8 trailer.
I know.
Reaction Part 2.
I wouldn't go that far.
You wouldn't go that far. You always want to go that far. You want to name every podcast Game of Thrones.
That's a lot better than when you name it fucking... I just fucking throw shit at the wall and hope it sticks.
You are such a...
Come on.
Bad monkey.
How do you feel about what's her name? Arya, the girl that plays Arya.
I love her.
She's going into anime after. She's doing
I
voice.
saw that.
I was like,
That's cool.
Bo would like that.
Yeah, definitely.
he
I
would
don't know
like
what
that.
the anime is about, but I did see that. And she was saying that her anime character would kick the shit out of Arya.
Maisie Williams also
Whoa.
posted a picture on her Instagram. Her story, it was a script for the end of the fucking world season 2.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I think she's friends with the actress, Jessica Barden, I think her name is.
Wow.
But yeah, that's a nice little piece of news. Even though it's ridiculous they're making a season 2. Season 1 ended so perfectly, but hey, what are you going to do?
It's the end of the
The
world as we know it.
Or maybe she's in it too. That could be.
Maybe that was just the name of the script for season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It's like it's the end of the fucking world.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
true. That's a great point.
Wrap it up.
Great point.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
It's kind of crazy too, because I was telling you this. I was kind of pissed, like that trailer dropped on that day. First of all, for us, it's like,
You were telling me this.
yeah, it's like I have work and everything, so we have to wait till after. It's just like some notice would help us out. But anyway, I had a tweet earlier that morning, and I feel like it kind of got derailed because I thought it was pretty funny. It's like I said, I imagine like I like to think that in post-snap Avengers, when Thanos wipes out half the universe, that Max Kellerman and Shannon Sharp were both snapped, and that forced Skip and Stephen A. to come back together and like kind of just mend or like lift everybody's spirits with their passionate sports debates. I just thought like that's like some good came out of the snap. Like Stephen A. and Skip back together, yelling at each other about LeBron when half the world is gone.
I just have a headache thinking of that. It sounds miserable.
Was the snap worth it now?
I think so.
I think Thanos, when he's sitting on his couch, turns on ESPN. It's like, what have I done?
I was just
God
Made a
damn it.
tragic mistake.
Yeah.
But in my head, I was like, because every time I think, I just overblow it in my head, and like I try to think of like the whole world, not according to the Avengers, but just like to that situation. It's like Stephen A. is just on air. He's like, folks, before we move on any further, we've got some terrible news down the line. Apparently, Captain America, Scarlet Witch, Iron Man, and them boys, they lost to Thanos, and half the universe has been destroyed. So thoughts and prayers out there to everybody. My condolences, who's been affected by this catastrophic event.
No, but then
Don't let that distract you from LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Just going, like, not missing a beat.
It's
like,
a shame we can't play the part where you're screaming because you blew out the mic.
You could,
I know Thanos like a brother. I know he did not mean to do this. He's been to all my Christmas parties and all.
but we certainly like to thank everybody.
You think he's debating Thanos
But
and Bane?
LeBron James, how are you not making the playoffs? It's just like, Stephen A., no one's listening. All your producers are dead. And you just keep showing up to the first take set every day. No one's around. You're just debating.
Half of Stephen A. audience is still much larger than our audience. So you think he's debating Thanos and Bane? What was that?
I'm just picturing, like, what is everyone else? Like, Alex Jones, like, I told you.
Yeah.
Like, he's just sitting there. Like, Joe Rogan's, like, smoking DMT. He's like, I saw this coming.
I'd like to do DMT.
We're dead. Teddy's just doing the podcast.
That's how I look at it.
That's ridiculous. Come on, Jamel Hill. Like,
It was absolutely ridiculous.
Bane
Did not
versus
know our
Thanos?
audience. The apt comparison at the moment would have been Night King Thanos.
ooh.
Just a missed opportunity all
Well,
around.
she said she started watching Game of Thrones and she didn't. I think she said, like, when's it start getting good? I'm like, I hate.
Let's move on.
I just want to like message her, like, just keep watching. I hate when people say that. Like, they give the show like 3 episodes. I'm like, I can't really get into it. Like, just watch the season.
My sister and her husband, same way. When Lady died, when Ned had to kill Lady, they were like, oh, this is one of those cheap shows that just uses animals to evoke emotions out of you.
Did you disown her?
Well.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's gonna get edited out, right?
I think I gotta keep that in. She doesn't listen. Nobody's ever gonna know except for her. Let's just hope she.
Live and let be, I
If this
guess.
podcast has Game of Thrones in the title, she ain't listening.
So funny, but no one knows why we're laughing so
No one
hard. 'Cause
knows.
there's
Yeah.
no context.
They'll. Let's see if they can put that together. Let's go to our next story here. Shazam, new Shazam trailer, part 2, number 2. You know he used to be called Captain Marvel. He's the real Captain Marvel. No, he's not. He's just a fictional character that some white guy made up, just like Captain Marvel. So, trailer. What'd you guys think?
Okay. It was.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Cool. I like it. I liked it. I think it's gonna be like a fun, lighthearted movie. I mean, I'm not expecting it to redefine the comic book movie genre, but it looks funny. Looks different from what DC's doing. I mean, I think Aquaman kind of started this new DC that we're seeing now. And I've always liked Shazam, Captain Marvel from like the DC cartoons. I always thought he was an interesting character, so I think it'd be nice to see him on the big screen. There's a lot of like the Batman references. I got a kick out of that kind of stuff.
I'm Batman.
Did you see Eminem tweeted after he, because obviously his song's in the trailer. He said something like, supporting the trailer. So now, like, I was thinking, he made a song for Venom, Marvel. Now he's letting his song be used in Shazam, DC. What if Eminem's the one to unite the fandoms together? That would be a fucking... I think that would be like his greatest achievement.
That sounds awful.
Forget the songs, forget the Grammys, the Oscar.
I still got to say,
this would be the hardest achievement.
Going diamond is his greatest achievement.
I don't know. If he pulls this off...
Eminem's not one to bring people together, my friend. I think he famously said, I don't make black music, I don't make white music, I make fight music for high school kids.
And Teddy.
Yeah, that's his audience.
Yeah.
The trailer was really fun. I still think it looks like it's going to be a bad movie, but the trailer was somehow fun because I liked the references that they were making. Oh, that's Captain Sparkle Fingers. That they can't say Captain Marvel because he used to be called Captain Marvel Nash.
Okay.
In the comics, this character. But then there was a big fight where Marvel sued DC, and they were like, "No, we're Marvel, so you can't have that." And now he's Shazam.
They should have just made DC, man. Come on.
Not really doesn't have the same ring to it. Captain
fire
D.
with fire.
Captain D.
Yeah, I like that.
What's
What's
his superpower?
What's his little friend? He seems like a cool kid, good character. I just don't like how he names stuff. Like, oh, he has
Hyperspeed?
Electricity manipulation, bullet immunity. It's bulletproof, and you can come on.
Well, he's writing an essay, for school.
Yeah, he's elongating it.
Yeah, right. It sounds better.
His biography.
Mm-hmm. Hyperspeed, super speed.
Hyperspeed I didn't like because who says hyperspeed? It's super
This
speed.
kid. Who says bullet immunity?
Bullet immunity is cool.
It's bulletproof, though.
Yeah, but he's playing off of it because he goes, I'm bulletproof? It's like, you have hyperspeed. Oh, I'm really fast. It's cool. He's a nerd. He's a nerdy guy.
Yeah, it just looks like a very quirky... I think the trailer I got enough. It looks really fun, the movie.
Are
but
you going to watch it?
Probably not. It just looks very quirky
Moving on.
Goofy. I mean, hey, it didn't look bad, but
let's go to a movie that you did like and you're going to watch.
Okay.
Brightburn?
Yeah.
That
looks fucking sick.
Yeah. That's
stacked cast too.
I love this too when they it's similar to what Christopher Nolan tried to do with Batman, grounded in reality. This is a situation that could happen if a Superman type baby came here and was bullied his entire life and he just says, "Oh, I'm better than all of you. I am a god. So now you bow to me now." And he's just a fucking sicko. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think we always wanted to know the answer to the question, what if Superman was a serial killer? And we got it. This kid, I mean...
Well, they did that in the comics, too, Red Son, where he lands in the Soviet Union. So they don't really, it's not Ma and Pa Kent out in Kansas. It's they took him right to the government.
Ivan?
Ivan's childhood, but with Superman.
Yeah, it's
Ivan.
It's like no, it's the first Russian name that came to my mind. Sue me. But yeah, they played
Ivan.
with that in Injustice, but that's a different that's just an ideological difference he has in Injustice. This he's just a straight up psychopath.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Sheen from Jimmy Neutron. When he gets the big head and becomes evil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me just like that. A kid that just
Who was Sheen's boy?
Carl?
No, not Carl.
Ultra Lord.
Ultra Lord, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And then Carl used to love the llamas.
Carl did love those llamas.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. But that trailer was badass.
Did you used to do a Carl impersonation or Miss Fowl? Which one?
What, Jimmy?
Miss Fowl.
Oh man,
That's one of your best ones.
Yeah.
Do you have a courage scream for us?
Right now?
No.
You can blow out the fucking
We'll
other
save
mics.
that, yeah. We only got 2 mics working right now.
Yeah, this fucking looks scary, man. Looks fucking fucked up too.
Yeah, and I like...
Because I thought when you first told me about this movie, I thought it was gonna be like a grown up, but
Yeah.
no, it's like a fucking kid.
Well, there's nothing scarier, I think Stu said it perfectly, than an innocent child who becomes a murder a murderer.
Mhm.
It's just because of that innocence that you're not expecting that. It does make it that much scarier. And I love the battle that's going on between the mom and the dad, where the mom considers this child her son, and the dad's like, "You're crazy."
Yeah, Roy from The Office.
Roy from The Office.
Fuck him. Fucking asshole.
Not a big fan of Roy.
It's kind of interesting too. The two trailers we're talking about is like both kids. They get superpowers, but one's just fucking
It's
evil,
so
and
funny.
the other is just an actual like regular kid.
When we were watching Shazam, I was like, "Wow, what if he just took this the complete opposite way?"
Yeah, and that would be Brightburn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brightburn's this kid that gets bullied, and then Shazam's about this kid that becomes an adult superhero and becomes goofy. But this kid's a fucking mass murderer.
Yeah, it just
Complete opposite, you know? You wouldn't
Right.
think that. And that trailer looked really good,
When
man.
does that come out?
Shazam,
No, Brightburn.
Memorial Day,
Memorial Day. Wow.
which is in
May?
as we all know.
It's in May, right?
Yeah, why are we even going to say it? Everybody
Yeah.
knows what
It's every
Memorial
day for
is.
me.
Yeah.
Like
Part of my
me.
take, one of the guys always says like, "All right, welcome back to the show. It's March something." Like, "Yep, tax day." It gets me every fucking time. I'm like, "Oh, is it really fucking tax day?"
Oh shit. It's coming up, tax day.
It's April, right?
April 14th.
Yeah, I already
That's
got
when,
mine
that's
done.
when Game of Thrones drops. You can't fucking do that, tax. You can't do that, Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam does not care.
Uh,
Uncle
all about
Sam
the
is rooting
almighty
for the Night
dollar.
King.
he's rooting for the Night King.
Yeah. Yeah, what's next? We have Brightburn, Shazam. We have any major topics?
Some casting news.
Yeah.
Idris
right,
Elba
Yeah.
replacing Will Smith. Rumored. If he's gonna go to the DCEU, don't waste him on fucking Deadshot.
If they cast Idris Elba as Deadshot and they don't cast him as Jon Stewart,
It's such a waste.
The worst casting of all time.
right? Seriously, it might be. What, Will Smith is Deadshot?
No.
Idris Elba is
Yeah,
Deadshot.
if they do, they waste him
Yeah, yeah.
on that. Yeah. That'd be awful.
I'll tell you what, too. I mean, Suicide Squad was an awful movie, and Will Smith was really good in that role. It was him and Margot Robbie were the two saving graces of that movie, and they have great chemistry together. But I don't understand why James Gunn isn't working with the same cast, because that movie made a shit ton of money. You get that same cast, they have the star power. You come back, you get James Gunn to make a better version of that movie. It could make close to $1 billion. I think it made like $900 million.
I think Will
worldwide,
Smith's
right?
just trying to get out of there. Like, all right,
Oh yeah, where's he going?
he makes
It's
movies.
like, well, Suicide Squad was such a blemish on my resume.
That's saying something. If that's like, that's too
Suicide Squad was like the best movie he made in like 5 years. Like, let's not kid ourselves. It was bad by our standards, but for Will Smith, that was his comeback.
Yeah.
bad. Will not stand for this Will Smith slander. He's making Bad Boys. He's in the.
He's making Bad Boys.
yeah, Bad
That's
Boys
where
3.
Will Smith is.
Bad Boys 3.
And he's playing.
He's YouTube. He's a big YouTube guy now.
Will Smith is literally the Tiger Woods of movie. Yeah, I love that too, where it was like, wow, Will Smith, see how YouTube can get you cast in a movie like Aladdin.
Yeah, he's in Aladdin. I don't know. Stop sleep. But yeah,
Stop sleeping.
if I want Idris Elba in the DCEU, it's Jon Stewart.
Or Dark Side.
Yeah, or something like major. You don't put him in Suicide Squad, and if this movie turns out to be not so good, they're never gonna see it another one or these characters again. So don't waste. Unless they're giving him a fucking boatload of money, then get paid. That's really
Shoulder all right?
That's what it comes down to. I'm loosening it up a little. Through 90 the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking off air. Will Smith is going to be Serena and Venus Williams' dad in the movie.
Didn't we agree off air not to?
Yeah, we did agree not to bring this up, but we're on the topic of Will Smith, so.
Yeah, right. We might as well just tackle this.
No, I just want to say maybe he just wanted to go play that role, not Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
He has a reputation for picking bad movies to not star in, right?
Yeah,
Didn't he
really
turn
does.
down a lot of movies that got really popular?
Well, he made a YouTube video the other day about him turning down The Matrix. And his explanation, if this is true, the pitch meeting by the Wachowskis
Yeah,
was
it was
pretty awful.
Yeah.
Um,
I was confused
but
watching it.
see, but the thing is, I can understand why Keanu Reeves probably got it perfectly. Keanu Reeves was like, I got this from the beginning to end. I know how this movie is going to go.
Is that going to be I guess it's like what Serena and Venus like upbringing.
Yeah.
I feel like they have interesting. Like I feel like they were like playing tennis.
Is he
since,
is he a bad dude?
oh,
I'm sure they're going to, make him out to be like this tough guy that
Yeah.
got them, because they had a sister that got shot and killed
Yeah.
in Compton. So
I always
they
think
grew
of
up in Compton.
the game song "Dreams."
Yeah.
when he dedicates it to their sister.
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
So I guess it's gonna be like probably an emotional, like
probably
You
their
know,
upbringing and
fighting through like the obstacles, like the sister dying and stuff like that.
Well, that's what's always the most interesting part of sports stories. It's either how they got there, because we don't need to see them in their prime. We're seeing it right now. We watched Serena Williams' career play out. I'd like to see how they got to that level, and I wonder if he was a hard ass.
He
Not
probably
necessarily
was.
like
I feel like every movie where there's like an athlete, it's like they have the parental figure that is just pushing them over too much.
Well,
But
he's
it's
still
like-
close with them, right?
Oh,
I'm not sure. I'm
I
gonna have
don't
to
know
watch the
much.
movie. I wish I was struggling in life, like when
I'll
I
let
was
you know
young,
in like a
I
year.
was homeless and stuff. I would have been a sick athlete.
Well, that's what they always say. It's the people that come
Yeah.
from the rags to riches stories. They just have that extra motivation.
It's like, damn it, mom and dad, why'd you have to have this middle class life? Like, why couldn't you live on the street? I could have been a sick athlete. Assholes.
I don't think it works like that. You have the body of Miss Potato Head. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have been a good
I'm
athlete.
ripped. I'm chiseled from the gods themselves. As I'm fucking taking bites at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Oh
Mr.
man,
Potato.
Mr. Potato Head.
I wouldn't give Nash that. Nash is built like Wolverine in the comics.
Yeah, you're built like a veggie dumpling. Who are you to talk? Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to think of that fruit that I'm built like. It's the one with like it's like big on the bottom, then it like gets skinnier as it goes up.
Pear?
Yeah, I'm built like a pear.
Shout out to all my pears.
On my pears.
Pears.
44 on my waist, Rick Ross jeans.
Yeah, well, what else we got on deck here?
That's my line.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Welcome to Nerd Soup, everybody.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Do we have any other major stories?
Emma Watson.
And Black Widow. All right, let's go to fan questions.
Riveting stuff.
I don't know.
Ribbit.
I thought I was kind of excited.
Trump
about
called
that.
Apple CEO Tim Cook Tim Apple. How do you guys not want 4 more years of this?
You see Hillary went back at him too?
Yeah,
No,
she,
what
she
she said.
memed at him.
Yeah, she memed at him.
What was
This
the
is what
meme?
it's becoming.
It's amazing.
He tweeted about Hillary, and she did the I think the Mean Girls. Why are you so obsessed with me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Did you
just
see that?
Chilling.
You see
Cedar-
that?
Cedar Rapids.
Pokemon.
I want to
go
full out
to the
fucking meme war
polls.
this upcoming election.
That's what the war should be between Trump and Putin. It's like whoever wins gets the other person's country.
Meme war?
Yeah, meme war, Trump and Putin.
I
That's
feel like
still-
none of them know. Either one doesn't know what a meme is.
Well, I would like to see some Russian memes. They're probably really fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's like the Family Guy Russian cutaway, but the porcupine. He's Russian cutaway. Did you see that picture of John Mulaney and Pete Davidson?
No.
Mulaney
I
hosted
saw the one
Saturday
where-
Night Live, right?
Yeah.
This one.
Oh boy.
Somebody was like Rick and Morty, but Morty's the older one and Rick's just a teenager.
That's funny. You see the Pete Davidson and Kate Beckinsale at the Ranger game?
What was that?
They're getting it on.
I hate.
Celebrity gossip.
I do like.
You love celebrity
You love
gossip.
celebrity
Stop
gossip.
lying.
When I found out he was dating Beckinsale, I was like, hell of a rebound,
Mm-hmm.
an improvement, really. But no, I love it. But I hate public displays of affection like that.
Oh, it's the worst.
First of all, I hate it anyway. Like, don't even touch me when we're in public. I want you 10 feet away. That's just how I am. I don't like,
Yeah, they were playing some tonsil hockey watching that fucking Ranger game.
Yeah.
And Ariana Grande was spotted with Big Sean.
I saw that
They're
too.
rekindling
yeah.
a little something there.
Full
you know?
circle.
She's so annoying.
Somebody was like, "Thank you, previous."
This is the new podcast right here.
Just
Celebrity gossip.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about Kylie Jenner? Is she a self-made billionaire? I'm not talking about if she's a billionaire or not. I'm talking about self-made.
Hell yeah.
It is, right? She is. Yes, she had an advantage, but she wasn't born a billionaire.
And she took advantage of it, not like
Is it?
Oh,
What's
the
the,
brother-
what's
the
the
brother just-
definition? Is that just like the net worth of the company she built? Like
No, I think it's her personal net worth.
yeah, because the makeup company that she has is phenomenal. I use her products.
people fucking.
Do you really?
No,
I was gonna say, does she
Just
make
kidding.
stuff for men?
I do wear face masks all the time though.
You know
all the
that
time.
Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry tells the woman about the impending terrorist attack
Oh yeah.
at the perfume store, And she's like, oh my God, thank you. Here, take some stuff for Cheryl. And Larry's like, you don't have stuff for men? And she's like, oh yeah, no, we do.
He's people give Kylie Jenner a lot of hate, but I mean,
That family knows what they're doing, man.
yo,
I respect that
Drama and
she's fucking the way she's able to market herself and their fans, like genius.
If you've got
Absolute
it, then
genius.
use it. If you've got it, if you're born with it, then flaunt it.
Yeah.
well, they paid for everything that they have. I mean, if you saw that family like
no,
10
I meant
years
like
ago,
born with the money.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
and then use that money to buy fake.
yeah, and
body
just
parts.
actually buy a new self.
Like, go for it. Fuck it. Kris Jenner, man, she's pulling the strings. She's
She's what LeVar Ball wishes he could be.
Yeah. So,
We should start some drama to get some media attention.
Hey, Alt Shift X.
that's a pretty good video.
Keep up the
you
good
made.
work. Big fans of the channel.
Yeah. If camera followed me around all day, it would just be like me and my fucking just doing nothing.
In your Jets pajamas.
It's just me sitting, staring off into space for like, what's this, 8 hours? He hasn't moved. He's just been on his fucking Twitter the whole time.
My camera would be bad too.
Oh, he's
Is he
doing something.
crying?
What is he doing? What is he doing? Ugh. Oh, back at it.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some fan
Fan
questions.
questions.
This question here comes from Lovergirl at Sarah E. Danks. If I send you my Blu-ray discs of Avatar: The Last Airbender, will you watch them? She really wants us to watch Avatar,
Yeah.
and we keep disappointing her. Funny thing is, I bought the Blu-ray collection like 3 months ago. Haven't even touched it.
Nice.
Still got the plastic.
Sweet.
Well, let's watch it together, you know?
Mm.
Yeah, come on, Aaron. Come snuggle with Daddy.
Daddy's here.
Daddy's
Still
here,
one of
don't
my
worry.
favorite jokes in the Deadpool 2 review.
Yeah.
When Aaron's like, I built you. You're like, you built me?
Yeah.
He's like, son. You're like, no, I'm not doing this. This question
Shut
here.
me down. Shut me down. Shut me down.
It's like, it's okay. Daddy's here. This question here from Stepmother of Dragons at, I can't see the at Cheembean. How do you feel about old man Spielberg's push to prevent Netflix from receiving Oscars?
What a butt hurt.
Yeah.
He's just so butt
Going to
hurt.
fucking
Whoa.
early. I was gonna say funeral. I was gonna say
Funeral?
but I meant to say retirement home. But I don't want him to die.
You got the end game from him. So.
No, I was gonna say funeral home, then retirement home to early bird special.
Right, okay.
Something about him being
Making
old.
him younger.
Bingo.
Yeah, he's progressively getting younger.
Get him to the daycare. Come on, we can do it.
I mean, he's such a great
Get him right
director.
back
but
in the
this,
womb.
this is such a.
Shove him in.
I'm Benjamin Buttoning you. Such a bad take.
It's a bad take, but
It's a horrible take.
But what is the point of this too? Did he not see Roma? Because I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say Roma's better than any movie you've made since what? Schindler's List?
You stole my tweet.
Oh yeah, you did tweet that. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say of
Please
all time.
credit.
I'll tell you what, Roma's better than Schindler's List too. What's Spielberg's best movie?
Oh.
Jaws?
I'm not letting that slide. Roma's not better than Schindler's List. Roma's a fine, fucking
Schindler's
beautiful
List
film.
is significantly overrated. Oh, look,
A
the
hot
little
take.
girl's in red. Wow.
This is hot.
Are you kidding me?
Wow, it's in black and white, so that must mean
So is
that it's
so is
important.
Roma.
Yeah, that's a good point. But Roma's just good. No, Schindler's List is good. It's overrated, but I'm not saying it's not good.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dude, who watches Schindler's List anymore?
Kind of like a Blake Griffin.
What are you
The
talking
Blake
about?
Griffin of films.
Yeah, right. It is
Like
kind of
it's
like the
he's
Blake
a little.
Griffin.
He's good, but I think people just give him a little too
You
much
are
credit.
out
You're
of
not
your
winning a chip
fucking
with Schindler.
mind. Yes, you are.
You can't build a team around Schindler.
No.
Do you ever like pop like, hey, let's go?
I
you
watched
guys
it
wanna-
like a few months ago. It was on Netflix.
Was that the first time you saw it?
No.
You've watched Schindler's List more than once. That's weird. That's really weird.
I watched it
I've-
twice.
Pay respect to great films.
I watched it in school once, and then I watched it at home once. I do have to say that.
Yeah.
Do you watch the whole thing in school?
Yeah, we watched the whole thing. Like 4 days.
All right, but this Netflix thing is still ridiculous.
yeah, that's just he's just being
What
a
is,
little.
what is he trying to do?
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's the thing. I just don't get it.
It's like, oh, it should be a TV movie. All right, tell that to fucking Martin Scorsese, fucking Cuarón, one of the fucking best two of the best directors of all time that are going to Netflix and using that as a platform.
Two directors that are better than you.
Well, that's what it is. He's being a little.
I don't agree with him. Now you're just making him out to be some fucking hack. And like he's fucking Michael Bay, all right?
I love
still
Spielberg.
fucking Steven Spielberg, all right? Show some goddamn respect. Schindler's List is a masterpiece.
But that's such a coward move. He wants to eliminate competition. That's what he wants to do.
But he's saying that it should have. I was listening to another podcast, and they were saying like The Artist was shown in like what 600 theaters, and it won best. Like, oh, you can have a limited release for your studio film and make no money, or you can have a fucking wide release on Netflix, which it will never have. Karan even said no one would have picked this up. No studio would have put this out on theaters. No one would have wanted to go see it.
And a lot of people wouldn't have watched it.
No, and people. But now it's on Netflix, and people are going to watch it. It's a free movie that's getting Oscar hype.
And first of all, nobody cared about Netflix getting Oscar nominations when it was for Best Documentary. So it's bullshit. It's once again, it's always people trying to separate films based on their genre.
It's such
based
a pretentious
on
fucking take too. It's like, oh, film should be on a theater.
Well, it's the same thing with Best Animated Movie. Why is that a category? It's a movie. Just because it's animated doesn't mean it's any different from Roma or any other movies that were nominated for Best Picture. You know, when Spirited Away won Best Animated Feature in 2001, what won Best Picture that year? A Beautiful Mind? I mean, Spirited Away is a significantly better movie than A Beautiful Mind. So it's just the history of the Oscars where they can't just accept movies for being movies anymore. And listen, the times are changing. Spielberg's not going to win this. The Oscars aren't going to not nominate Netflix movies if these are some of the biggest movies of the year.
Well, he's not going against fucking Scrubs. You have some big fucking, even like Ava DuVernay spoke out against it. She's like,
no, that's what I'm saying. He's not going to win this.
She's like, she only had one like wide, like what was it called, like a wide release film, and it's because of Netflix.
Yeah.
And like, so if you're Spielberg by yourself from your fucking, I don't know, like 2-for-1 special, whatever the old people do. I have a really,
yeah. What is
according to me, old
all
people,
this ageism?
It's not ageism. It's just it's what old people do.
A dinner discount?
Yeah, from his bingo table.
I said that one.
Yeah, dinner discount. Yeah, credit you, I guess.
There you go.
And then the other side, you have Ava DuVernay, Martin Scorsese, and Cuarón. Like, you're not going to win that unless he gets like. Imagine he assembles his own team. And
Who would he get?
It's like fucking James
Nolan,
Cameron. I feel like
Tarantino.
James Cameron is like, yeah, I agree.
Well, Tarantino definitely, I think, would be one of those. And Christopher Nolan spoke out against Netflix movies a couple years ago.
Oh, let's get it going then. Let's get fucking squad on each side and let them go at it. Let's be entertaining.
Well, they lost anyway because Netflix isn't going anywhere. They're one of the most powerful companies in the entertainment business. So good luck, Steven.
I've been watching Netflix all day. It's so much better than going to the movie theater. I mean, isn't that just the reality of it?
That depends what film. I mean, it's still.
I would rather lay in my bed.
There's something about the movies. It's good for like. If you're getting like every now and then, like not all the movies they make are great, but we said this before. If you're getting just decent, like constant movies, who am I to complain?
Yeah, I guess, but I'd rather be in my bed than a chair that some 300-pound guy just sat in, probably soiled himself in about an hour before, you know, where I know in my bed I'm comfortable, clean.
Wait, what happened here? I was looking at the fan questions.
No, I'd rather just watch Netflix
Did you
at
poop
home.
yourself and watching Netflix?
No, yeah, that's what happened. I pooped myself while watching Netflix.
He's like,
oops, I pooped myself.
He said like, yeah, I don't want to sit in a seat that somebody like soiled themselves in before.
Like an hour before.
I'd rather be in my own bed, which I probably soiled an hour before.
Yeah, and I know who did it.
But you cleaned it. That's the thing.
No, I just leave it because it's just going to happen again. So
Why
make your bed if you're just going to mess it up again?
Why flush the toilet, right?
Yeah, right.
This question here from Killer R Diesel. Hey guys, love the channel and enjoy hearing hot takes you guys talk about. I got 3 questions for you. 1, where's the Teddy Sports podcast?
In development? I don't know.
2, when you guys first started the podcast, did you feel awkward at all? I asked this because my friends and I want to try making one, but we feel like it would be a bit weird.
Still do.
Dude, if you can listen to the first recordings that we did for like a year, you could tell that it was definitely awkward.
Yeah.
I still feel awkward, so.
I was drunk half the time.
Yes. And
we should get that back up.
It's like, no. I'm funny when I'm drunk. Just being the way.
No, but if you want to do it, it's something that you go for it, man. And you're only going to get better the more you do it. It's like anything. And this is something where you just got to make sure that you're yourself.
I still think we're awful, but.
No, I'm not going to lie. I think we're actually good at the podcast. I think we suck at everything else, but I think this is the best part.
All right.
Watch out, Joe Rogan.
Is this our calling?
You bald fuck. It might be.
Sweet.
Number 3, Arthur Dane with a Valyrian steel sword versus the Night King. Who wins? I got to see how good the Night King is.
Yeah, he's getting hyped up. Hell of an arm, but yeah, see how that translates
He
to
was throwing
the
90.
pro level.
Yeah,
His
he has-
combine, he has good numbers. His 40 is good. He has a good.
I was just about to say
slow.
that. Yeah, I'm too fucking slow. I just bit my lip so hard too.
You think he puts ice on his shoulder after throwing that spear?
Yeah, he didn't run the 40 though. He waited for his pro day. So see how that turns out.
Might affect his stock.
I want to see him in
Heard he
Court
did
Midnight.
better in the interview. He just sat there and didn't say a word.
He's a quiet type.
Remember we were gonna do that video?
We were going to do that.
We are gonna do John Gruden quarterback camp for the Night King.
Yeah, I was there when we were talking about that.
We were like, hey, that's a good throw there, man. But she had the biggest dragon right there in front of you and 6 of the 7 main characters in the show, man.
Wow, what an arm though. That guy.
They're not-
Wow.
really nice though. But hey, what is? I can't do a good Gruden. That's half the reason why we didn't go forward with it. No
We
one
didn't
could
have
do
a Gruden.
Yeah, we didn't have a
Caliendo
Gruden.
never answer my tweets.
Wow, I'll tell you what then, man.
It's like he's right. He's
Not
right.
bad.
over-
Wait, hold on.
Hold up. Caliendo, you can stay where you are, pal.
And we were just gonna go over to like all like the characters that died. It's like, wow, Rob Stark, you made a good move right here, man. Really good move. What are you doing, killing the card, Stark? Huh? Like I'm circling the board like with the clicker. Rewind us a little second.
You ever play with this coach's clicker, man? Forward, backward
That was pretty good,
mechanism. I love that, Caliendo. It's like we're breaking the space-time continuum, man.
Man.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Night King because he's probably. I'm gonna say this right now, Night King, my second favorite character. I fucking suck. I hate myself.
Second favorite. In the top 5 at least.
He's gotta be. This question here comes from.
Get your
Hold
ashes
on.
today.
Hold on.
No.
Plabolito.
What's with the ashes? I never got that.
I don't know.
You just go to church and I rub
Ash
dirt on you.
Wednesday.
I saw
Mass-
one thing. They have drive-through ashes now. You just pull up in your car and the priest go.
Yeah.
That's all. I'll sign me up for that. I guess it's kind of like
We are so lazy. It's crazy.
I like that. Like, yeah, put me on board.
We're
You know,
getting
this-
ashes to go.
This is a good question here from Mount
Uber
ARR.
eats ashes.
You should be able.
Imagine a priest coming to your house. Just
In a
ashes you.
bulletproof car.
My son-
like the Pope, right?
the
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Pope
Oh,
mate.
I heard a funny story on
Got some Pope mate there.
Boomer and Geo.
Pope mate.
Tim T. Pope mate. I was thinking like Uber Eats in the communion and wine.
That would be good too, yeah.
Okay. Come outside, your Uber Eats is here. Body of Christ.
You get the notification on your phone. Would you like to leave a tithe?
Leave a prayer here. Holy shit. It's so funny.
I was gonna say, on Boomer and Geo, they were replaying an interview Mike Francesa had with Tim Tebow, and they're like, "Hey, you think when they told Tim Tebow he was had an interview with the Pope, he got really excited?" That's what they call Francesa.
Yeah, right. Tiba, yeah, okay.
All right, this question here from Mount AR at AR_Mount MT. Favorite delivery of a line from Game of Thrones? Mine's Michelle Fairley's scream. That's a good one.
Favorite moment?
Line.
Oh,
Favorite delivery of a line in Game of Thrones. His is Michelle Fairley.
is that a line or?
You raped her! You murdered her!
You killed her children.
Killed her children. I've seen that.
You know what's one of my favorites? When Oberyn is talking to Tywin and says, so you deny any part in Elia's murder? And he looks at him and he goes, categorically. I love that line.
That was a good one. Someone asked me the other day on Instagram.
Jon Snow, I'm not asking you to forget you're dead.
That's good. I still love the I choose violence.
Oh, that's a good
Fucking go, Cersei.
Or I drink and I know things. It's a good delivery.
No, it's not good. They were boys.
They were boys.
That's a fucking.
But delivery. Oh, best delivery is easy. Chaos is a ladder.
Little finger man.
Chaos isn't a pit.
What a legend.
What a tragic death. Nash, you have one? Oh, you raped
Yeah, yep.
Sorry.
I didn't rape anybody.
Did you guys, this is from Michael
Please.
Ventura, did you enjoy season 3 of True Detective, and do you think there will be a 4th season down the line? I very much enjoyed season 3. I thought it was not as good as season 1, but man, it was a return to form. And Mahershala Ali, we keep saying it every week. It seems like this guy pops up. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
He's good. Did you finish?
No, not yet.
Did you start?
No, I'm currently watching Ozark, but that is next because my dad said.
How are you
season
liking
3.
Ozark?
Oh, it's awesome, man. Jason Bateman is. We said this before. Jason Bateman is just Jason Bateman, but he's so good in it. like just being Jason Bateman.
No, I think that's a skill too. I always get into an argument with my mom's boyfriend because he hates Regina King. It's like she's the same thing in every movie. I'm like, but that's a skill. Mm-hmm. If you can be yourself and be extremely charismatic on screen, that's very difficult.
Yeah.
That's a talent. It's the same thing that people say about Robert Downey Jr., and I think he does have a lot more versatility than people give him credit for.
If you beat him in an argument, does he ever respond of, well, I'm dating your mom, so... That's what I would go
He
through.
doesn't say dating. No, I'm kidding.
I try to...
Yeah, you tried to clean it up there.
Yeah.
We have a weird relationship. No, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Papo. He listens.
Yo.
What's the worst movie and TV show you guys have ever seen and why? This question comes from Reverend. What's up, Darth?
TV show. Well...
It's tough because, like you said, we don't go out of our ways to see movies that were not critically acclaimed.
I remember trying
Assassin's Creed is the worst experience I've had in a movie theater.
Serenity was wild, but like I
that
got to the
sounds
point
fun.
where I was like, all right, fuck, let's go. Let's see where this fucking train wreck leads. Same thing with TV shows. I just don't like, most of the time, and even if I don't like it, I'll just stop watching it. But it was an FX show. I guess they were trying to build off of the success of Game of Thrones. It was called The Bastard Executioner. You ever see promos for that?
Oh, My Name is Earl.
Yeah, My Name is Earl. So I tried watching it because I'm like, oh, this looks cool. I was really into like, Game of Thrones is gearing up. I'm like, oh, I want to see more shit like that. FX, it was the same guy who did Sons of Anarchy, and I never loved Sons of Anarchy, but it was entertaining. So I'm like, all right, let's give it a shot. That fucking stunk. It was a fucking piece of shit show. And yeah, I'll go with that.
I watched 30 minutes of This Is Us yesterday, and I don't know if it was good at one point, but it's not good right now. And I hate that type of show. Yeah, I hate being emotionally manipulated. It's like Marley and Me, where I think that's why when my sister and her husband watched Game of Thrones and they were upset with the lady, I think they were just so scarred by Marley and Me. But I hate those type of overly sentimental films and movies.
What's wrong with Marley and Me?
It's just I don't like watching it because of what happens to the dog.
Well, I never seen the end.
He goes to a farm. They take him to a farm where he can run forever.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, and he can live for. That's where
And he's a good boy.
we took your last dog.
Yeah, to the farm. He's with all his
Yeah,
friends.
he's at the farm with Lindy.
Yeah, they're playing. They're having a good
Having
time.
a good time. That's where we're gonna take Ted.
Fuck.
Early Oscar contenders.
He'd be like the third smartest one there.
I had a joke I wanted to animate where
Oh boy.
it was what's it called? What the fuck is it called? Oh, of Mice and Men.
Oh no! Come
It's
on.
like
Oh,
we were
Jesus.
killing off Teddy's character. We're saying, all right,
Take
Teddy,
him to the tree.
watch the movie, Ted. It's like, oh, I love this part. Watch.
Get the gauntlet off. Get the gauntlet
Watch
off.
Adventures, Teddy. It's like, oh, that's Thanos. That's Thanos. Watch the movie, Teddy.
Oh, I really hope he doesn't listen. He doesn't get this far.
No, he doesn't listen. So
Yeah, that's true. No, it's funny too when he occasionally does listen, and he'll text me like, "Yo, you guys pushing me out?"
he said that today. He's like, it's like he can't record, and I explained to him like the logistics, like we can't push it off because yes, like you have to do this. We have like more stuff to do, and he's like, oh, so you guys are pushing me out, huh? I'm like, no.
Do you want to? We have to tell the audience this. They get into this whole fight about recording the podcast and him being pushed out because he's ridiculous. And that ends. And then he texts us. He texts us his poll that he wants to do. And he's like, who's more iconic in music? The Beatles, Bob Marley, or Michael Jackson? And Darren's like, Michael Jackson? Question mark. And Ted's like, why? Is that not a good poll? He's
Like, Ted, right now is probably not the greatest time. It's like, what? Like, he's so oblivious. Like, I kind of respect it because like this documentary is taking the world by storm.
Might as well just throw R. Kelly onto that list.
He's like, yeah, I'll replace him with R. Kelly.
He said that? No. Oh, I thought he really did.
And he goes, oh yeah, did something come up?
Like, just like the documentary of like all the like the victims speaking out. He's like, oh, okay.
He goes, yeah, but he's dead. He can't defend himself.
He put up a poll once.
He had like four, like the like this sequence of tweets he rattled off, like 5 in a row unanswered, were just absolutely ridiculous. I was in amazement. I'm like, this can't be a real person.
He put up a poll once. Which one is better, red grapes or green grapes? It's like, what is this?
He used to use the polls. Like I feel like if he was like having an argument with someone over stupid things, like, oh no, I prefer this. I prefer that.
Let me go to Twitter and
I'll make a poll out of it.
Oh man.
This question here comes from Maud Narer. Early Oscar contenders for 2020. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, be one of the big ones. The Irishman. Mm-hmm. Did we talk about that teaser?
It wasn't really much.
It was cool, though. The voiceover. It's like, here you paint houses. Yeah. I like that. Who? Duncan.
Duncaccino.
Duncaccino. It's always tough when it's this early.
Because you don't know the ones. Like, last year at this point, did we know about, like, the favorite?
Yeah, right.
Like Roma or anything like that?
No.
So it's always like the big, obviously, Star Wars, December. They just, wow, what movie did they say was going up against it? I think Little Woman.
Yeah, Little Women, right?
Little Women. Yeah. With Greta Gerwig, right? It's a good cast. Great cast. Amy Adams is in a movie coming out. So that's all you really
I think
know.
Us will have a chance. I really do. If it's good.
We'll see how it goes. It's
I think so,
right around the corner, so that's good. We got a good stretch coming up. And I'm trying to think of a couple more. Because all the ones you're anticipating are like, all right, big budget. You know what's going down. Like Knives Out, right? That's this year?
Yeah. Yeah, Knives Out. I don't think that's going to be an Oscar movie.
It's
one of those that's going to be really good and not get Oscar consideration.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be like one of my top 5 movies of the year. It's going to be like a Logan Lucky. This question here from Alex Posniak. You have to choose one. Never see or know anything about Avengers Endgame, or never see or know anything about Game of Thrones.
Can I read? Interesting.
Can't know. You'll never know.
Can I read the books?
Yes. But do you want to take that chance?
No. And I'll put the pieces together for the next Avengers movie.
It's funny because
When
a
they're all
couple months
back.
ago I said
When they're making like fucking Spider-Man 4 and Black Panther 2 and all the people that were dead and got dusted. They're back. All
that's
right.
a good point.
They
yeah.
won.
I said a couple months ago that I would rather see Avengers, but after that Game of Thrones trailer, I'm switching that. I want to see Game of Thrones. You're definitely Game of Thrones, right? You care less about Avengers.
No. I can't lie.
Oh, God.
If Nerd Soup Squad had to fight in the Battle of Winterfell Part 3, who's putting up the most stats?
We already talked about this on the breakdown.
Yeah.
You're with the women and children. I'm playing dead.
So I'm not.
Uh,
I'd say Stu.
Yeah.
Stu or Teddy. It's going to be them, Legolas and Gimli.
Well,
Counting out their
Teddy-
kills.
Oh, so I'm a dead man. Well, I'm toast.
You put
You're
up
an
like-
archer.
I think your KD is going to be like you kill one, then you die.
So a solid 1.
Yeah, I think you get 1. That's more than me and Aaron.
but I don't
So
die. I'm a
disappointed in
0.
myself.
I'm a 0.
Didn't even do it yet.
I survive because everyone thinks I'm dead. Actually, my cover will be blown and Night King animates everybody. Then I got to Bill Murray it. Act like a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do that.
You know what show kind of sucks? The Walking Dead kind of blows.
You're back on that question?
Yeah.
No,
Now
it
I
does.
was thinking about, I'm like, what's a show that I watch multiple episodes? And I'm like, this show is just fucking awful.
It's funny because I watched the first 2 seasons and everybody was like, "Oh, it started off really good," and I'm like,
Did it?
"Debatable." Yeah.
It's the same thing every season. They're trying to run away from zombies. They do. Humans end up becoming enemies with humans. They get away from the humans, and now they're in a new spot with zombies chasing after them.
No, but there are a lot of people that did really like those first 5 seasons, and it's almost a shame for them to see what's happened to the show, because so many people have jumped ship. And I knew people for years that were saying, we're watching it because we're so dedicated, because they're that far in, they want to know how it ends. But that's a show they just have no plan, and that's the worst thing. That it keeps going because it gets ratings, and that's the worst thing a show can do.
Not for the makers. They're fucking banking.
They are, but even then, it's like AMC is a network that has built up some prestige over the last couple of years, especially with Breaking Bad. You could get a new hit. I mean, hits don't grow on trees, but man, end your shit. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. Like what they're doing now, they're sewing faces onto them, or hiding in masks. Oh, excuse me. Bit my tongue. Yeah, that show's stupid, man.
This question here comes from Sir 20 Goodmen.
Yo.
Would you be able to watch a movie twice without taking a break and still enjoy it? Have you guys ever done that?
Double feature?
Same movie.
No, I've never done that before.
I did it a couple months ago with Persona. It's a short movie. It's only like an hour and 25 minutes, and I was like, that's so good. I just got to watch it again. So it was like watching a 3-hour movie.
No, I never done that. I've double featured before, obviously.
Yeah.
And like knocked out like Lord of the Rings trilogies, but not the same movie back to back. I feel like it could be better just even if I wanted to watch it again, I'd let it marinate. Like I'll see.
Well, I had already
like
seen
with the
this
Avengers.
movie.
I've seen it. I'll see it Thursday and I'll see it Saturday. I'll do the same thing with Captain Marvel. I do that with like all the Marvel movies or any big movies that I like. I just get 2 tickets, but not back to back.
Have you seen 2 movies in a movie theater in one day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I've never done that either.
I did that for
Did
we
you
saw
pull-
La
did you-
La Land and then Rogue One.
Did you buy it or did you leave
no,
like,
we
oh, Rogue
snuck
One's
in,
starting?
Let's go.
Now with the
Me and my
assigned seats
mom.
That's risky.
Wasn't assigned seating at the time. It was Deer Park. Deer Park wasn't doing it at the time, but it was packed. So we were so afraid that it was sold out. And me and my mom were just like cowering in the corner.
You know, not by choice. I've seen Christmas Story, whatever that fucking movie is.
That's like
It's on 24 hours.
You saw it back to back?
Well, yeah, because I have no choice.
well, that's like
early in
it's
the
a
morning
background
before.
movie. You're not invested in it. But yeah, remember when we saw Phantom Thread, and the couple behind us were so disgusted,
Oh, that was hilarious.
and then
There's
they
no
were like,
conflict.
"There's
in
no
this movie.
conflict in this movie. Oh, we should have seen Star Wars." And they left, and I remember they walked in the Greatest Showman right
Yeah,
after.
we almost did it too.
They're like, yeah,
We kept looking.
they'll probably like that movie. That's like more their speed.
They're a Greatest Showman crowd.
Yeah.
Well, they probably had tickets for the Greatest Showman and they snuck into Phantom Thread. They did the reverse sneak. I don't know how that happened, but
Good for them.
don't really have much questions here. Oh, this question here from Erica, kind of a bittersweet question. At Sween Beans, if Alex Trebek can no longer host Jeopardy, who do you think could? You guys heard about Alex Trebek?
Yeah.
Yeah, diagnosed with cancer. It's funny because he was retiring like a year ago, and then he decided he wanted to come back for a couple more years, and then he gets this diagnosis.
Yeah, that's really sad. To replace him?
I don't know.
You kind of just go with just hold old-fashioned tryouts, right? Just get somebody else.
I used to be a big Jeopardy guy.
Me too. Yeah, I like Jeopardy. You played on Alexa?
She has it?
Yeah, you could do Jeopardy. Double Jeopardy is worth money. It costs money.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know,
Anthony
do you get-
Anderson. Just
2
kidding.
weeks in a row, you end the podcast perfectly.